When you think of brutal, lightweight American muscle stuffed into a tiny European body, you probably think of the Shelby Cobra. But what if we told you there was a car that was smaller, lighter, and maybe even scarier? Meet the Griffith Series 200 and 400. Two wild machines built by a guy with a dream, a wrench, and just a bit of madness. This is the story of the Griffith, the Cobra's lesser known but no less vicious cousin. The man behind the madness, Jack Griffith. Our story starts in the early 1960s with a New York car dealer named Jack Griffith. Griffith loved fast cars and he had a crazy idea. He looked at the tiny TVR Grantra, a lightweight British sports car, and thought, why not drop a V8 in this thing? Sound familiar? It's exactly what Carroll Shelby did with the AC Ace to create the Cobra. But Griffith wanted to go even further. He wanted a car that was smaller and meaner. The Griffith Series 200 born to brawl. So in 1964, the first monster was born, the Griffith Series 200. It looked like a polite little British coupe, but under the hood was a Ford 289 V8, the same engine found in early Cobras and Mustangs. That's over 270 horsepower in a car that weighed just under 1,700 pounds. To put that in perspective, it had a better power-to-weight ratio than a Cobra. And no traction control. No ABS, not even power steering. This thing was raw. It could go from 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, but only if you could keep it pointed straight. Owners said it was fast, loud, and downright terrifying. It earned nicknames like the Hairy TVR and the Cobra Killer, even though it never quite got the same spotlight. The Griffith 400, even more brutal. By 1965, Jack wasn't done. He worked with TVR and designer Dick Monick to create the Griffith Series 400, a more refined but even more powerful version. It still had the Ford V8 now with even more tuning options. The chassis was stiffer, the suspension was improved, and the looks? Sleek, curvy, and still very much a wolf in sheep's clothing. The Griffith 400 could outrun almost anything on the road, but you had to have serious skills to tame it. Why it didn't take off. So why didn't the Griffith become a legend like the Cobra? Simple, production problems. The cars were tricky to build, parts were hard to get, and shipping them from the UK to the US made things worse. On top of that, TVR's factory caught fire, which seriously hurt the supply chain. In the end, fewer than 200 Series 200s were made, and only about 60 Series 400s ever hit the road. They were too wild, too rare, and too misunderstood for the mass market. A collector's dream today. But today, the Griffith is a hidden gem for collectors and muscle car fans. It's one of the lightest, rawest V8 sports cars ever made. And because so few exist, spotting one at a car show is like finding treasure. If you ever get the chance to drive one, just remember, it's not refined, it's not forgiving. It's a bare-knuckle brawler, built for speed, not comfort. And that's exactly what makes it special. The Griffith Series 200 and 400 may not have the fame of the Cobra, but they were every bit as wild, maybe even wilder. They were the result of one man's passion and a whole lot of horsepower crammed into a tiny British shell. Smaller, lighter, scarier. That's the Griffith. Thanks for watching. If you love crazy engine swaps and forgotten muscle machines, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Ever seen a Griffith in the wild? Let us know below. Until next time, keep it loud and light.